5 more hours, we're just getting started.
Hey guys, and welcome to 12 things which were never added into the game of Minecraft, so let's start. So the first thing guys, there used to be a brick pyramid which was made entirely out of brick blocks, and it was actually in fact hollow, so you used to be able to go inside this and do whatever you want. You could build something, but it wasn't actually added, but you would have been able to. There also used to be dirt half slabs. Notch introduced this feature, but he didn't like it because it looked too strange next to the usual dirt block, and he didn't like the texture of it, so he decided to remove it. Next guys, we have the sky dimension. The sky dimension was introduced, and it was meant to be a place which you could travel to when you sleep. It was similar to the end, but if this was not taken out of the game files and was added, then we wouldn't have the end we all love and use today. So I'm quite glad we didn't have this dimension, and I prefer the sleeping animation which happens and takes place now compared to this. But sky dimension, in my opinion, would have been a pretty cool feature in addition to the game, but if there was another way to travelling into it rather than having to go there when you sleep, I think I would prefer that. Anyway guys, moving on to the next feature, Ruby Ore and Ruby the gem. Now this was taken out of the game as it looked too much like emerald. It had the same texture, and basically the Ruby Ore people would get mixed up with redstone, and they used to Notch had a feeling that people would think they was redstone rather than Ruby Ore, so that they got confused, but it's still in fact in the game files today, as you can see here, but it was taken out by Notch because he disliked the feature and he thought that people might get confused with redstone. Anyway guys, next feature we have is there used to be a play tutorial option on the Minecraft home screen on PC, but this was not accessible and you never used to be able to play it. Unfortunately, although there is a tutorial on console edition, there never has and never will be a tutorial on the Minecraft PC edition. Here guys, we have another redstone device which was also never added. This was called cogs, and it's basically similar to redstone dust. This was before redstone dust. This was meant to efficiently and essentially be redstone dust. Instead of having redstone dust, we used to have this because it looked like a machine which is kind of working in a way, but I do prefer redstone dust. It's more simple and compact, and this is a bit too confusing, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much cogs. They spin, and it's similar block to redstone dust. It just spins rather than stays still. Anyway guys, moving on to the next feature, we have crying obsidian. Now this was a bluish and purple block, which was in fact a building block, which was taken out of the game files, mainly because it was also another way which you were supposed to sleep, but it was removed. It's still in the game files, but it was taken out of the game permanently because we all prefer the beds, and it's a much simpler way to live. Anyway guys, moving on to the next feature, originally the villagers were meant to be pigmen. This feature was never added, although there is a skin type of the pigmen. You cannot access them in the game. You can wear them as a skin, but they are not a mob, they will not spawn. But originally the pigmen were actually supposed to be the villagers. Anyway guys, moving on to the next feature, the skeleton horse and the undead zombie horse were originally never ever added. They were supposed to be added, and they was about to, but they decided not to. You can access this through commands on PC. Obviously I don't think we'll be seeing this on console edition, but this was unfortunately not added, and therefore we won't be seeing it anytime soon. So yeah, that's pretty much the zombie and skeleton horses. Anyway guys, moving on to the next feature, there used to be purple arrows, which were highly unnoticeable guys, but there was actually in fact a feature. And then moving on to the next feature, we have coloured woods which were accessible through dyes. You used to be able to get a variety of different coloured woods, which would have been a great addition and feature to the game, which would be very, very nice. But unfortunately it was never actually added, and for that reason that was another feature which wasn't added. It would have been a cool feature, but I guess the woods we got now kind of satisfy us enough, and they are good enough, they get the job done, and they're more realistic kind of woods. You wouldn't see a wood that colour in real life, you wouldn't see woods like that. But anyway, moving on to the next feature, we have metal spikes. This was a redstone contraption. Notch did think about implementing this into the game and did test trial it, but he didn't have any ideas of how to implement it and what the block would look like and how to use it, so he figured he shouldn't implement it, and that's pretty much what he decided to do, unfortunately. Anyway guys, moving on to the next feature we have, which is horse armor used to be craftable. You used to have 6 golden ingots or diamond, or I guess iron ingots, and then you put wool in the middle, and of course this would give you the horse armor. This feature was taken out as Notch thought it would be more fun and more adventurous to play the game without being able to craft them, and it would add a little bit more excitement and adventure into the game guys. But anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to smash that like button, it is much appreciated, and also subscribe. And with that being said guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Anyone Glitcher, and I'll catch you next time. Have a lovely day and bye.